This is the High School Football America podcast for June the 13th, 2024. I'm Jeff Fisher. The High School Football America podcast brought to you by GameStrat, America's premier sideline instant replay system with outstanding reliability and faster speed than Huddle's sideline. Video transfers instantly in GameStrat, and its connection stays strong throughout. Other great GameStrat features are seamless video controls, video telestration, and play filtering. Setup is easy. You only need about 10 minutes. Plus, GameStrat has awesome customer service, along with different plans priced right for every coach's budget. And if you mention High School Football America to the fine friends at GameStrat, you will get a friends and family discount. To get a demo, go to GameStrat.com, or you can click on the GameStrat banner ad that's located on every page of HighSchoolFootballAmerica.com. All-time wins and longest active win streaks coming into 2024 take center stage on the High School Football America podcast today. And the battle for the all-time winningest high school football program in America will be an interesting one this year. And when it all is said and done at the end of the year, there could be a new number one. Now, Georgia's Valdosta enters 2024 in the familiar spot that it's had for years. The Wildcats number one with 949 wins. They're followed by two schools just one win away from the top spot, Kentucky's Mile High and Ohio's Massillon Washington. Enter the season with 948 W's each. Mayfield High School in Kentucky, just 2 wins back with 947 wins. You can go to highschoolfootballamerica.com to see the big list that we've put together, but Massillon Washington fans, they're still celebrating last year's big win over Valdosta. First time the 1 and 2 schools ever met, Tigers beating the Wildcats at Paul Brown Stadium, 28-17. It was a thriller for sure. Now, let's dig in a little bit deeper, and you'll see this when you go to the story on highschoolfootballamerica.com. There is some confusion. There's some disagreement. I'm not sure what the exact word is, but I'm going to tell you this. For the sake of the top of the story when you get there, the official record book is controlled by the National Federation of High School State Associations. That's where Valdosta has a razor's edge lead over Male, Washington, out of Massillon, and Mayfield High School. It's as simple as the fact that they are the official record book. Now, once you get beyond that, I can point out that the official record book, the NFHS, has not taken into consideration that Valdosta was given 7 forfeits after the 2020 season. And those forfeits were given by the GHSA, the government body in Georgia, for recruiting and lack of administrative control under Rush Probst. So the official record for Valdosta, and it doesn't appear this way in the NFHS record book, we've made the adjustment on our website, is 949 wins, 259 losses, and 34 ties. In just a little bit, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the fact that there's a bunch of researchers around the country that are doing great work, yeoman's work, to really tally things up. So there, in my opinion, and I'm not picking on the NFHS record book, there are holes in the record book, and our story at highschoolfootballamerica.com does try to close some of those holes. Now, before we leave the NFHS record book, I want to point out a couple of cool things that happened. You know, aside from that great Massillon Washington Valdosta game last year, there was another highlight as Michigan's Muskegon became the 6th program to enter the exclusive 900 win club. The Big Reds did it in big fashion, reaching number 900 when they won the Michigan Division II High School Football Championship in November, Thanksgiving weekend at Ford Field, which is the home of the Detroit Lions. Now the club, 900 club, should grow by 1 this year. Pennsylvania's Mount Carmel will enter the magical 900 club with its first win of the season. So if you go to the story, you'll see the NFHS list, and it's not just, the very top. We climb down to number 53, for example. Now, there are other sources out there for win totals, and it comes from a variety of people that love the sport and have done a lot of great research. I can point to one. In Texas, Joe Lee Smith has a website called Texas High School Football History. The website lists 4 teams in the 800 win club and 17 teams in the Lone Star State 700 win club. Now, the website has Highland Park number 1 with 886 wins. The Scots aren't even listed on the NFHS website. That's why I'm pointing out that there's some holes there. Now, it should be noted that the NFHS website's highest-ranked Texas team is Amarillo High with 771 wins, but according to Texas High School Football History, Amarillo has 819 wins. So I list the top 30 Texas wins, all-time winners, off of that website. Now, Friday Night Football, Friday Football Night is another great website that's been tracking wins for years, and I think maybe some of the best research was done by Dr. Roger B. Saylor. He passed away about a decade ago, and he did a tremendous amount of work determining whether certain games are quote-unquote true high school football matchups, because in the early days, many high schools were playing games against, a local club team, or in some cases, local colleges, and those programs weren't made up of high school players. So it's just interesting. So if you go to the end of the story, stick with me, because a lot of people didn't read through the full story and just started banging me up on social media saying you're wrong. Well, I'm not wrong. We're giving you as many options as possible. So outside of the NFHS list, there are clubs that are in the 800 and 700 win club, and we used various sources to put those teams up. I'll just give you a couple of examples of this. In the 800 win club from Arkansas, there's Nashville High School. California's Long Beach Poly has over 800 wins. And Sonia from Connecticut has over 800. They're not on the NFHS list. Iowa's Harlan has 800 wins. So again, we're trying to give you as much research as we can so you can look at it. But we've had a lot of fun putting the list together. Again, if you've got some things that are official. I'm not talking about rumor, around the water cooler or anything. But if you have some official information from your school that says your win should be X and it's not there, please get me the information. But again, I'm not going to change the NFHS record book other than what we did for Valdosta. I mean, that is the official record book, and I've made the NFHS aware that their information is incorrect. Now, there are some long active win streaks coming into the 2024 season. 3-time Ohio State champ Marion Local enters 24 with the longest active high school football win streak in the nation. They have won 48 straight. Have the Flyers, the small Western Ohio school. The small Western Ohio school is no stranger to long win streaks. They had a 43-game win streak snapped back in 2015. Last year's Division 7 state championship was Marion Local's 14th overall, the most of any school in the Buckeye State. 5 wins behind Marion Local is Indiana's Indianapolis Lutheran with 43 straight victories. The Saints, like the Flyers, will be looking for a 4-peat in 2024. 2 New York teams have the 3rd and 4th longest active win streaks coming into the season. Garden City from Long Island will be looking to set a Long Island record in its season opener. It's the 2nd time in the last decade that the Trojans will try to establish a new Long Island record. In 2019, MacArthur snapped the Trojans' 42-game win streak. William Floyd shares the longest all-time streak with Garden City. Now, New York D state champ Tioga will go for its 4th straight title this year. Tigers riding a 41-game win streak coming into 24. New Hampshire's Pelham High School will be looking for one for the thumb in 2024. The Pythons, love that nickname. The Pythons own a 39-game win streak. Bennington from Nebraska and Axtell from Kansas are tied with Pelham. Both schools have won 3 straight state titles. The longest 8-man win streak belongs to Fresno Christian. In California, they've won 35 straight. Woo, that was a lot there. Wasn't sure that I was going to be able to describe it as well as we do in the story at highschoolfootballamerica.com when it comes to the all-time wins. But go to highschoolfootballamerica.com. all of our content is free. Folks, no paywall, no sign up, no subscription, none of that stuff. We are here for the high school football fans, and coming up in a couple of days, I can't tell you exactly when because the algorithm is still chugging along, but we're going to have the High School Football America 1000 powered by NFL Play Football coming out. It's not the numeric one, folks. It's just the top 1,000 teams in America that will lead up to the release of the preseason High School Football America 300, powered by NFL Play Football, where you will find out number 1 through 300 heading into the 2024 season. And it's time to celebrate a brand new partner here at High School Football America. I love these guys. They're the official outfitter of High School Football America now. First Place Spiritwear out of Ohio. Man, I went and checked these people out. Husband and wife team, Mike and Connie Meadows. They're the real deal, folks, and they're in it for helping coaches handle their fan gear in an easy way. They take a lot off of your shoulders, and then they give you money back. 10% of the sales will be able to go to you. It's part of your fundraising. Off season, they do an even more special sale for you that will help you raise more money. Man, this company is up and coming and kicking butt along the way. They have an up and running Spiritwear store already for every high school football team in America. It's a hassle-free solution allowing coaches to coach. And coaches, you can get your fan gear for the players, the fans, the coaches, all at firstplacespiritwear.com. It's the number one, ST, so firstplacespiritwear.com. We're going to have banner ads up on highschoolfootballamerica.com in the coming days. You can just click the banner ad to get there. It's hassle-free. That's the best thing. And as I said, these people care about you, the coach, and your fans, and your administrators, and everybody associated with the program. It's the perfect alternative to BSN's fan cloth. And they offer a Fanatics-like experience with amazing designs. 100% online, so there's no more collecting of money or managing inventory. Orders will ship directly to the person's home in days. Stores are open 24/7, 365. Can't beat that. Earn 10% on all sales, which is great for your fundraising. All coaches, players, and the staff get a $10 gift code. So that brings the price down even more because they have great pricing and they carry brand names like Adidas, Nike, and Champion. Man, I cannot be more excited about this program than I am right now. When we have a guest, a coaching guest on the show, on the podcast here, they will get official gear. So on Monday, when I talk to Vito Campanile at Bergen Catholic in New Jersey about the three-time defending champs there in non-public A, he's going to get some cool gear. And that's going to be the situation throughout as we grow this partnership with our fine friends at First Place Spiritwear. That's going to do it for today's show. We also want to remind you about our good friends at the NFL Play Football. Coaches, make sure you go to playfootball.nfl.com to get some great coaching resources to help you improve in the profession. That's the High School Football America podcast, and I'm Jeff Fisher.